about is because in the end of the day, you know, Korea is one of the communities that really leads Tekken at the end of the day. So of course we all love to see what they're doing and what they're up to and how they're doing because you know it's a worldwide type of thing and it matters to all of us too.
I feel like even when new regions get added to the story, like Pakistan,
Bro,
it
that's
doesn't.
so sick.
Yeah, that in itself is sick that we have a new country on the global stage to worry about. But I feel like Korea, you know, you still get the eyes there, right?
Yeah, bro. We had a super turbo player apparently that knew all along that Pakistan was really strong right here in New York.
Yeah, we had our own. Like we had a Rampage. Yes, used to tell us as well. We were like, oh, whatever, man. But you know, it's not about Pakistan tonight. It's about Korea. UYU's Jeonding, JDCR. We see those down twos back to back from this Dragunov. You see Jeonding playing super aggressive like he normally does. Beautiful sidewalk on the down one. Gonna hit the wall here. Gonna get the combo. Not quite dead yet. Switches the sides. See little. Oh, no duck there. Yeah.
He wasn't ready. He does still have his rage drive. He's saving it. No, couldn't get it.
The elbow, the party crasher, because when she starts throwing that out, you are not allowed to have any fun whatsoever.
That move is actually kind of nuts. So we talked about the frame data. A perfect input, 12 frames, right?
Yeah.
But also you're doing it from a 4-4 input. So it actually has like a little like miniature tracking to it too. Pretty nuts move. Super strong.
Yeah, before we had homing moves, you know, there was a couple of ways. You know, sometimes moves that have really good tracking in general, but there's always been like sort of universal ways to like deal with somebody that's sidestepping. One of them is to step with them. You know, if they go right, you go left. You end up going the same way. Another one is to add a little bit of a dash and reorient your moves. And when you have a dashing move like that elbow, it does the work for you.
I like punish JD.
Yeah, he spends the rage drive. Ooh, into the unblock, unbreakable tackle follow-up. Does the 1+2. What's the mix-up here? Down one. Force crouch.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Oh! Goes for the 1+2 there, strangely enough. Weird choices from Jeonding early on, but working out from there.
I mean, this is Jeonding. This is what we should expect, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to play Julia the same as everybody else.
He's being super aggressive. We talked about how this character can facilitate that. You can play this character like a wall, or you can go crazy with her.
It's like he likes to be a nut, so far at least.
Gets the full wall carry conversion, full combo.
Nice block. Yep.
Now he's going to try to get the wall there.
Good block back.
He stuffs out the rage drive with the down back 4. JDCR gets one round on the board here.
I gotta say, this matchup, you don't really see it too much at the high level.
I mean, you don't really see, like, I was talking with Joe, you know, Ally Joe. He loves this character. This is like
Dragunov.
There's 3 characters. You love 3 characters, right? Dragunov, Brian, and Fang. Right? And a little bit of Deviljin sometimes, too. But so he loves seeing this character. And he was talking about it before we got the matches going tonight. It's like, you don't see a lot of this character.
Yes, punish those JDCR. See, this is what we were talking about at the start of the dynamic. Okay, JD, he's not going to let those go. He's always going to get the big boy punishes. And Jeonding has to create enough chaos to just make him unprepared for that.
He's got to overload the computer.
Yes. It ain't easy.
But you don't see a lot of Dragon. Like, even back in Season 1, where it was like Dragunov, Jack 7, Kazumi, you didn't see a lot of Dragunov outside of JDCR. Sometimes Kakoma would play him, but I feel like, especially in North America, you never had a super good Dragunov player. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't think of it.
No, there's not a lot of them. And I part of the reason I want to mention that too is because I think that even for Jeonding, it's going to be hard to get enough experience against a drag of this level.
Yeah, but he swings with the down forward 2, doesn't really pay off there, manages to whiff punish with the elbow extension, just enough damage to kill, and Jeonding takes the first match here.
Okay. So the dynamic has been set. Clearly, JD is not going to let him get away with anything. Anything on block that's majorly punishable, he's going to get the big boy punishment. But his mix held strong there.
I mean,
it wasn't enough to get 3 rounds.
That's why part of why Julia's so strong. The mix is real. It's not gimmicky. Like, when you're dealing with, you know, JDCR blocked that war drum against the wall, but that could have easily been a forward for a 1+2. That push, that safe mid-push wall splat, or any other manner of mids that you could have. You see right here our Korean commentators here. We got Daddy King and Gura, I believe it was.
Awesome. Thank you, Korea Events, for helping to put it all together.
Yeah, we are doing, me and Spooky here are doing the English stream here for these wonderful exhibitions.
I wish they were here live, if only. That would be sick.
Yeah,
but the studio's holding it down like crazy.
But it looks like JDCR is thinking about what stage he wants to go to, goes with Precipice of Fate. You know, it was a close first game right there, but I think it showed, like you said, Jeonding gonna play really wild, gonna play really aggressive. But I think even at that pace that Jeonding wants to set, JDCR has no problem keeping up defensively. it really just comes down to how certain situations are gonna take. Who's gonna mix who up? Who's gonna guess wrong? Who's gonna guess right? Who's gonna get the punish? If there's one set I would expect to go to distance, it's this one. The full 13 games, maybe.
Round 1.
You see that point?
Fight.
No, I see you. Ooh, you see the patient stuff?
This is the thing. This is what JDCR. No, nice. He tried to, break the momentum with that low, but Jeonding was to go with that wall parry.
Nice
Full combo,
was
so
good.
much
Oh my
damage
God.
right here.
That made up for the previous combo.
Yep.
That's for sure. Woo! Time to
Spin.
guess.
Round 2.
Yeah, lets it rip. Even though that extension was minus 13, Dragunov not super. He has reliable punishers, but not super scary ones.
I like that string because although it's not a delay string or anything like that, it's got like a built-in delay to it. You know what I'm talking about?
That string beats anybody who's played against Julia before this game, because she's never had that extension on that thing before. So everyone
okay.
blocks that
And
knee
they press a button.
because they expect that it's over. So if you've played Tekken before Tekken 7, you're gonna guarantee to get hit with that string.
And that move is not like a force block string or whatever. When you block the first hit, that second hit has a huge gap. If you jab there, that's a free hit for her.
But while we're talking about that, JDCR got that second round pretty quickly. Nice
Nice
punish.
Bro, how does he do those? You have to know, too, there's the small lows that are only minus 11 and the small lows that are minus 12. You better know the difference.
Yeah, I said that his punishers aren't that super scary, but he does that at wall standing 1-3, which wall bounces now. So anything that's like minus 12 or minus 13 if it's further away, because the hitbox on the first part isn't super good. If there's a wall nearby, he's gonna get a huge combo off of it.
Count of 4.
But again, we just see how fast-paced these rounds are going. There we go.
Nice
Pushes
punish
out.
again.
Lucky there wasn't a wall nearby. Oh, challenges with the hop
Can we
kicks.
do those? Trying to find the best ender? No, he missed it again. I almost feel like, see, this was JDC's stage pick. I wonder if he just knew that the Julia combos would be harder here, because wow, those are a lot of drop combos.
Okay, spending the rage right away. This should be more than enough to kill. I mean, there was a couple of hits beforehand, but yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
it's
when it
just
gets to that second round indicator, no matter which character it is, that's usually at that point where it's gonna kill.
Hit scaling kicks in for rage arts too, so let's say you do a combo that's only like 2 hits or something, it's still gonna do more than if you did a full combo.
Ooh,
Slap.
challenge. Yeah.
How can he slap?
Hit the wall here.
Oh yeah, new season stuff. I love those.
Flip over, 50%. Ooh,
Nice.
instant buy. That was a really fast bow and arrow.
Again.
Yep.
That time he used the full crouch. Nice punish.
Ooh, wow. Spends the rage drive, making some
to the wall.
space. Yeah, running one.
Oh,
That had to be a messed up rage drive, but no,
oh my
messes
God,
up.
he wrote punish. Wow.
Oh, and that
Dang.
down back 4-1.
He's definitely got to be kicking himself after that because he got every punish right except for that one punish at the end.
Yep. It was supposed to be a while standing 1-3. I guess maybe he fat fingered the 3 or something, didn't hit it.
He might just done it too quick and did the one too early. Something weird like that
Yeah.
happened.
Round 1.
Dang, he knew which button it was too. He definitely tried to hit the correct punish.
And then before that, he did the forward 1+2 elbow. I feel like he's been missing up his running 2s a little bit.
Maybe.
He's been getting a lot of the forward 2-4 string, and normally you see Dragunov players do that as like a backup when
Yeah,
they
that's like,
mess up
oh,
the
I
running
messed
2.
up, right?
Yeah.
So let me mix you up with this mid thing instead.
Nice duck.
You can't do that every time.
The wall's right there. Interesting combo. Nice duck, but no punish. And then instantly challenging with the wall standing 1-3. No, that's part of what the speed at which Jeonding plays. He kind of makes you be like a little bit unpredictable too, because you got to throw him up. Kind of like the way Dodering was playing against Sodom, right? Sometimes you got to throw in a little bit of that wildness there because you got to show the other guy I'm not going to let you do whatever you want and push me around. Sets up 4.
Yeah, don't ever let anybody tell you your string is bad. Do them all, just
Everything-
like JD does.
Everything has its place. Nice! Yeah, you get that new extension off of the down forward 2, that command step forward into that, that Street Fighter, that kind of young EX lunge punch. I feel like Julia players use it just like they did in Street Fighter 4, right?
Yeah, the thing about that string though is that the other option, the option that is a mid-mid, that mid-mid option is really bad. So most of the time they're gonna go to the high, right? See what I mean? If you just duck there, you're usually okay.
Side wall splat. Maybe you're right with the octagon stage, the little angled walls.
I feel like this is a strategy from JDCR here.
Like yeah, unless if he hits the wall the wrong way, it's gonna mess up the combos.
Low again. Oh my goodness, it's so fast.
Yep.
Round 4. Fight.
Nice slow parry.
We're
Full
going to the
extension.
wall.
Oh,
No, he
messed
wanted
up.
the wall. He wanted the wall. That is a really hard combo that he tried to do.
Minus 13 gets the punish. 2 throw to switch sides no matter what. That's another thing that you can do to get away from the wall. A lot of people will throw. Most characters have at least 1 throw that always switches sides. Oh, that new string to get the extra wall carry. This is a lot of damage real fast. Double down 2 blocks, but only a little bit of punish. The third one is the charm. JDCR gets his first game on the board here. 2-1, Jeonding JDCR. Our final set of the night. I hope you guys have been enjoying all this great Tekken 7 action. Got L.I. Joe watching the matches really intently on in the back over here.
Oh yeah, power up time. Thank you, Red Bull Gaming. Need those to play your best so that you don't drop your punishes. Are you looking for yours right now? Is that what you're looking for? You looking around for your Red Bull?
Yeah, where'd I put my Red Bull? I lost my Red Bull.
That's all right. There's a fridge right here. Go for it. Other side, maybe.
Sometimes they lock these up.
Oh, it's locked? No.
Nah, man. Someone give me a Red Bull.
Round 1.
It's coming. All right. All right. It's coming.
I got a
We
shield,
got
dude.
you, Bloodhawk. It's
I
coming.
got a shield. I'm already wearing the shirt.
Ooh,
Uh-oh,
yes,
but the
1.3.
Goomba
Yes,
stomping.
I love that ender. 4 for 1 plus 2. Did not get the wall. Thanks, bro. Hey, there we go.
You're gonna hear a nice crisp refreshment as I open this up. Oh, get someone with the
Let's
tackle.
go.
He's been going for that tackle quite a bit. But he's in a bad situation
Finally
here.
read that.
Yeah,
Finally read that.
22-second perfect.
Round 2. Fight.
Not every time, but only sometimes. Woo! What a wow! You can do that?
Yeah, micro step left to deal with the running one. What the hell? We just commando rolling on the side. Challenges with the hop kick, doesn't confirm it. There is a timing at which you can try and hit confirm those hop kicks.
I think they nerfed that finally.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I think
actually,
I think they finally nerfed it.
you might be right.
That was crazy good. What you could do.
That was like the one of the things they changed on this character.
They were like, okay, calm
Counter
down.
it, but the wall, yeah.
Ooh,
This,
yo, did he sidestep down to? That was cool.
yep, crash cancel it down too. Oh, but misses the combo. So dangerous right now. Gonna possibly use Rage Drive right now to push him towards the wall. Mad Axis
so hard
does
to break
not
that.
dead
Oh, he's
yet
living.
though.
He's living.
But the wall,
Oh,
the
guaranteed.
wall chip takes that little bit of extra damage off of the wall chip, just enough to kill. One of the few instances in this game where chip is actually a problem. Those Rage Drives that
Rage
knock you
drives.
against the wall.
Yep. Does Fakuram get that without Rage Drive? He does the. Ooh.
No, I don't believe
Okay,
it wall. I don't think it does the wall thing like the other characters do.
I was like, dog, that would be too good if you had that.
And that was a cool.
That was a quick, fast.
Yeah, those are convincing 3 rounds from Jeonding. 3-1. We're getting an instant stage switch. Get me away from here. I don't want to be on.
I don't want to be here. I want to be on the stage where you can't do your combos, please.
Yes. I
Please
don't
give me
like
that stage.
I don't like Geese Howard, and I don't like his stage. Getting a shot here of the ECT.
Dang, that man is buff. Yo, his arms.
Right?
Stop.
Still putting up those. Every so often, you'll see the Jeonding post up a gym video of him just working out. I think, you know, like I think he mentioned it before, but it's like 2019. He just felt like he really let his physical conditioning kind of fall by the wayside, and really ended up putting on like a lot of unwanted weight. So I guess the one thing that COVID did for him is give him a lot of free time. Didn't have to travel. There's no TWT, so he could really get back like to getting into that physical condition that he enjoys. And I feel like that, him picking up a new character, getting back in that physical set, getting that mental mindset back on, it's really done a lot for his play.
Yeah, sometimes physically feeling better, you know, mentally makes you better at the game.
Yeah, I think
it's natural, right?
Yeah, I think people really like don't put enough emphasis on like, you know, getting enough sleep or eating right or working out, having enough physical energy to playing in a tournament is rough. Not having enough physical energy to last the whole way, you start making mistakes when you're tired. But he's looking really good here. Another good round from him, getting the full wall combo. You saw that Ooh, a lot of damage, wall splat right there. You saw him ending. He's been getting a couple of combos with that jumping stomp, that Goomba stomp into the free 4-4-3.
That's actually a smart way to deal with the whole wall problem, right? And he doesn't have to worry about it if he just does stomp into 4-4-3 every time.
Doesn't want to go for it this time. Goes for the usual wall combo. So much wall pressure. You see JDCR just trying to inch away from the wall right there. Not to deal with any of the wall splatting or the war drums. That sidestep 4 coming into play.
Oh, yes, the classic.
Finally, a little bit of riskiness out of JDCR. Normally, you see people like Nobi going for the backswing blow, but JDCR bringing it out. No duck.
That step was scary.
No,
That's a punish.
doesn't hit confirm the war drum. And this should be dead. Yeah, he ends it with the elbow.
Round 3.
So with that move in particular, there's two tricks. One is that you can have a counter hit, and then it's just guaranteed you can finish it. The other is that you can make only the low option hit and have the high option whip, and then that will also guarantee it.
Yeah, the way that move works is that it's a low high real fast, and then it's into a mid. But like Spooky said, if the low hits by itself, the mid becomes a natural combo. And there's lots of ways that people do it. Some people just look at her hand, and if they don't see a hit spark there, they know it worked out. Other people have other tricks for figuring it out. That they have setups that make the spacing work out in a set. But speaking of spacing, beautiful sidestep with punish. Yep. And I was saying at the beginning, JDCR looked like he was feeling good at playing at this pace, but looks like Jeonding might be slowly overwhelming him. That double punch to the gut, natural hit launcher, just short of the wall there. And this is where Julia wins here.
Wow, it was a counter.
Yeah, counter hit G-Clef. This character is so good against the wall.
Finish
Nice.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
no, that is one of the moves where if you block it, you don't always
get
get
that. You
that
don't get that, I
guaranteed.
see.
Sometimes you have to just rely on the shoulder instead. The first hit, the first hit on that string, the hitbox is kind of butt sometimes.
Okay.
Round 1.
But now
Those
quick-
types of interactions are the ones that you have to play a lot just to learn that stuff. Even the old, they used to be Devil Jin could do down 4 at the max range, and your while standing 4 would always whiff.
Yeah.
Those little situations, very important.
and then you do while standing 4, and the other Devil Jin player knows it's gonna whiff, so they're already preparing to launch you for it. Full combo, another good wall split right here. This has just been feels like it's just been the name of the game in the last couple of rounds. Just Jeonding gets an early launch, full carry, and then JDCR has to try to fight back from 60-70% down.
Ooh, that was risky.
And it feels like, sometimes people complain a little bit too much, but people sometimes say Julia's kind of what's wrong with season 3? That's an opinion, that's a subjective,
opinion, right,
it's a
that's
subjective
yes.
discussion to have with, she gets a low parry off of a low that normally would be wall standing punishable, and all of a sudden she's got this full wall carry combo into wall splat, into wall combo, and people are like, why does she get to do that? And it's subjective, but that is part of the reason why she is so strong.
Ooh, that's a finish. There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with the state of her. I know that some people would be like, you're crazy, Spooky. I have problems with things like when Leroy first came out and you could do down 2-3 or down 2-1+2, and they're both a safe option. Things like that in the game don't make any sense to me. That, to me, is like the Season 3 syndrome.
Yeah,
if anything.
Julia is strong, I think, in normal Tekken sense. And, does the game need characters that strong? Again, that's a subjective question, but there's no doubt that she's an incredibly strong character right now. But there's lots of strong characters
Yes,
right now.
there are a lot of really good ones.
Paul Phoenix is still around. You got Zafina. You got Kazuya's an amazing character. Marduk.
Yeah,
Steve is still good. Even though he's gotten nerfed.
He tried to freestyle. Wow, you get those? Oh my, that was gross.
Her combo potential is just amazing. Power crush. The cameraman got real confused right there. And again, JDCR, he feels like he just gets destroyed off of a random low parry or random launcher, and he's just having to fight back from here.
Final round.
And, Dragunov's got some good buffs too. He's got that good wall carry now. He's got a lot of good wall carry options that he didn't have starting in season 1. But
yeah, I think the difference in this matchup right now is that Jeonding, he can see the style. He can swing for the fences, right? And he can just go for it.
We talked from the beginning, like, he
Right.
can play crazy if he wants to, and this character facilitates that. If he
Sure.
has to, he can also turtle up and play really safe. But he
but
hasn't had
no,
a reason to.
I kind of get it, right? It's better to play this way because right now, JDCR's character, outside of like the raw down forward twos he's been hitting, there's not a lot of comeback factor there, right? Like he's not gonna go for a wild standing two. I hope this hits, right? That's never gonna happen. So it's just a different dynamic.
JDCR might be thinking of a character switch, because
He's like, no, don't switch.
might be a stage switch, it might be a character switch.
Armor kick, pick armor kick. That would be cool.
Oh, he's making a face here. I'm thinking he might be picking Leroy or Falconram here.
Okay, all right. Pick armor kick.
Let's see, he's down 5-1 here.
Yeah. He's
Oh
got it.
no, it's
he's
not
stuck.
dragging off.
Okay, he stuck it out.
But he's
All
going with infinite stage. The walls has been messing him up. But the thing with Julia combos is that her normal wall ender, that running 2-1, pops them up to the point where it's like, by the time you hit the floor, she's already there waiting for you to tech roll.
That
It kinda sets itself
That
up.
was kind of crazy. That was kind of nuts.
Okay, here goes.
Do you remember in Tekken 5, you would do stuff like Brian had the 3-3-2, and the last hit would make you do a backflip, and
Yeah.
you got so much Oki after. That situation you're talking about makes me think of that quite
Yeah.
a lot. It's pretty cheap.
And a couple of characters have stuff like that. We were talking about Cherryberry Mango when he would end it with the Zen 1-3 and pop him up, and he was right there to try to
Yes.
mix up Mogul. It's that kind of situation. Like, just because you're putting me on, sure, you're limiting my damage potential, but now I don't have to think about wall carry. I can just do the same combo all the time and then just mix you up on wake up.
It definitely changes the dynamic of
In
how
a-
you fight
yeah,
when
in
you're
a-
on Infinite Stage.
In a way, you're making me not have to think about one completely important aspect of the game, but jumps
Jumped
back.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he messed up though. Dang.
This should be dead. Kicks him.
Okay, G.
That new string, the new Season 3 string.
Yeah, anyway, I think it's important to learn that, though, what you're talking about. When you fight on Infinite Stage, resets and, combos that keep your opponent close are much more important.
Yeah. Especially if you get a launch, but you know that the combo. Let's say you have such a big life deficit that even if you did your best combo, you wouldn't get the life lead back. Sometimes it's very important to be able to know, like, okay, I got to do a different combo here, so I can like pop them up into a reset or pop them up into a situation where they have to get up in front of a mix-up for me.
Yes, rather than them being pushed far away and being able to use their great move to continue to fight.
Or just completely reset the whole situation again.
Wow, he interrupted that.
Into the
was nuts.
launcher.
Dang.
Round
Down 2
three.
has not been kind to JDCR this set so far.
And here we're like maybe seeing the weaknesses of Dragunov now. It's like, Season 1 he was really strong. The running 2 and the down 2 were really strong, but they got nerfed. The down 2 got nerfed a little bit. No longer forces crouch, no longer even on hit.
Yeah, it's like -1 standing or something, right?
Something like that. And now he's like, outside of that, he doesn't really have a low that's as scary, right? He's got generic down back 4, he's got down 3, he's got down back 3, but you're never going to see somebody like JDCR really go for something like that. But when you see a character, it's kind of like the way Cherryberry Mango was playing Jin, right? When you're reducing a character to like such a handful of moves here, it really means that you don't have to worry about much when you're defending. And we saw it to an extent when Arslan and Ash first came on the stage, right? When he would play against Nobi or JDCR, and he was just perfectly defending against the running 2 and down 2 mix-ups. By just like, I just have to break down, I just have to react between these two options right here and think, but good stuff to him on the Infinite Stage, finally getting another game on the board,
Yeah,
5-2, and we see Jeonding going right back to Howard Estate.
Time for cheap stages. We need this. We need big combos. He's like, no. I need my cheap walls. Dang, he's already rubbing his hands, thinking about the big combo he wants to do.
It's like, yeah, good job. You got one win on the Infinite Stage, but you know what? Now I get to take you back to where I want to play. And if this keeps going, Jeonding is gonna end up winning this like 7-3 or something like that. So JDCR has to figure out how to beat this character on this kind of stage.
I'm trying to think of like tools that he hasn't gotten a chance to utilize yet or anything like that. But
Okay,
no, he's kind
here
of
goes.
played to his style, right?
Yeah.
He's done everything that he would do as a drag for the most part.
Yeah, anything that would be like one of those like really far away whiff punishers. But because of the way Julia plays, she's gonna be in your face constantly harassing you. So he does those kind of moves like that Corsic forward 1, or that forward 1+2 elbow. They're not really gonna come into play. But that push,
Got
pops
my
him back
combo.
up.
What? Wow.
He messed up and still didn't get
That's
punished. But
punished,
this
that's
time,
punished.
okay, we
Thanks
get a
for the
redo.
punish.
Yeah, we get the mulligan, we get the redo.
Actually, maybe that was the wrong ender. It was the wrong
Short.
ender. It was the wrong ender. He's living. Dang, he's gonna be kicking himself if he. Oh, thank goodness. He was gonna kick himself if he died because he threw that jab in the combo.
Fight.
He didn't finish it. He did not finish it.
And you see, like, Jeonding, he's not afraid to just get in his face. Like, even though that didn't work out the last round with the bow and arrow, get in his face, force the full crouch mix up again. But then, you know, if he gets a little bit too happy about that, those down 4-2s from Dragunov are gonna come into play. Sets up 4. Oh, wall
Ouch.
splat!
He's trying to go for the side. No, he missed
Messed
it.
it up.
But he went for. Oh my god. it was
So
bow and
much damage, and you get hit with the bow and arrow. You are in a mix-up there. If he tries to hold back like that, she has options to hit you there, and if you stay down, that 4-4-2 or other options are going to hit you instead. So, you know, getting him with bow and arrow, you're in another 50-50, even though you just got knocked down.
He messed up a running 2 there.
Again, just being so
Nice step.
aggressive.
The step crouch was good there.
Trying to get something going. Ooh, frame trapped him. Oh,
Okay.
classic.
Staying right underneath.
Classic Dragunov round right there. Using the running 2 for advantage, frame trapping him with the string, and then finishing it off with the down 2s. But you see like how slow that round was. And then on the other hand, Jeonding has so many options where he can counter hit or launch, and even just off a low parry, just take him to the wall and end him right there.
Nice mix.
Oh, and that hits on the ground.
I'll take those.
Less
Oh,
than-
we can't take that though. He's in trouble.
One
Low
less
again.
hit. Nice
Oh, he
duck.
ducked it.
Yeah, just stood there, just forced the response there. One of the, you know, like we think about Jeonding always going in, always being so aggressive. He has those moments where he's just like, I'm just gonna sit here and let you kill yourself. I don't gotta do the work this time.
While standing 2. Okay, he went for the big boy.
Flip.
Flip on him.
Ooh, stuffs at the rage drive.
Yes. Take away
Alright.
their resources. That was huge.
All right, we won on Infinite, and now we won on Jeonding's home turf. This is looking really good for JDCR. Maybe he could put something together. He's still got a 2-game hole to crawl out of here, but you know he's starting to show that he's starting to wake up again. You know,
Okay, here goes.
Round 1.
but you know Jeonding probably doesn't know the meaning of the word stop.
No, he's not gonna give up. I do love seeing the difference in their style. JD is fighting in a very linear. He's like a range 0, all highs, you know, compressive mids. But Jeonding is the one that's sticking to the step. A lot of step left, especially. That's the big one for him.
He gets away from the wall there, but then puts around. That
was
string is
guaranteed.
guaranteed in the back into the follow-up. Ooh, rare. Corsica 4-2 from JDCR. Trying to harass, but fights
nice
back.
interrupt.
Ooh,
Oh
I
my
thought
god,
there was
he
gonna be
almost
something
freestyled
else.
that.
Spends the rage
Splat.
drives, gets the splat. Oh,
Didn't combo, nice block, but he didn't finish it. Oh my god.
He thought the low was gonna be enough to kill. He's done that in previous rounds, and then he finishes the string because if you block the low, a lot of people try to punish it.
Yes.
And it'll beat it out.
You will get kind of hit by the second hit if you go for that.
But both things didn't work out the way he thought they would. The low didn't kill, and JDCR stayed blocking and punished the mid. Oh,
Slap.
again,
I don't think
punishes.
he's doing that. That's crazy.
It's the one weakness to the way Jeonding is playing. Like, you get a little bit too aggressive. You want to control the pace of the match too much.
Sure.
And then,
the,
like,
the moments that he's doing those, though, it's not like Jeonding is like really minus. He's like, okay, I'm -1 for my jab. Let me continue. And he, slap immediately as soon as he sees that.
Yeah, it always feels like there's a little bit of a delay too. Like JDCR waits, like maybe gives
Punish.
Jeonding a little bit enough time to think that he can maybe keep pressuring. But he's gonna try to get something here. No, just short of the wall.
It's not always the same down forward two either. Sometimes it's step down forward two. Sometimes it's just a straight down forward two.
No, that's
That's punish. Mhm. That's also one, I think, right?
One thing I
Ooh,
want to see
mix.
maybe JDCR go for, which I don't. It's been so long since I've really seen his Dragunov play. I want to see him try to maybe force the command throw mix up a little bit. Even though they're easier to break in this game, it's just another thing that you have to maybe make Jeonding think about. Oh, but another ball bounce into the full combo. Messes up the forward 4-3 though.
Still got good damage out of it. JD
No.
fought out of the corner. Woo! That would have been a frightening power crush. You know what's kind of letting?
He messed the ring two times in a row.
Close. he could still rage drive or something. Those elbows are really troublesome.
Mhm.
Such a great move.
They're no fun zone. Oh, nice step duck. Really trying to fuzzy. The same way we saw Mogul trying to deal with CBM's options. That sidestep into duck, trying to fuzzy guard multiple options at once. But we break the balcony here. We're on the final stage.
One-ender. And again with the
So
sound
much
signature. Oh my god. Stop it. No.
Oh, no. And it's so close to the wall. When that's really close to the wall like that, the forward 3 is free. And now Jeonding is on exhibition point here, 6-3.
Oof, man. So JD, he needs a quite big comeback here. That being said, this is his last pick. So if he wants to change characters,
Whatever.
now's the time.
Yeah,
Now's
he's
the
got to
time.
stay with whatever he chooses here. Think the Leroy might come out, or he's just
I don't know.
changing stage?
I think he's gonna change stage. He's gone this far, right?
Yeah.
He's enjoying it. Yeah, he's just having fun
Infinite
with the matchup.
stage, yeah.
This has been a really impressive rush down set by Jeonding so far. It's not easy to attack JDCR like this, and you see how JD has defended himself. He's had some very optimal punishes and some really amazing down forward 2s to keep him in check. But despite that, Jeonding really nice lead, and he would be happy to close it out right here.
Yeah, I think Jeonding just really showing how this new character change for him. I say new, but he's been playing it for, I want to say like half a year at this point. Really just kind of facilitates the way that he wants to play.
I think this character is absolutely a good choice. For
Obviously, this character is really good, but you know he could have picked any number of really good characters. But this character, like, you know, sometimes you just find a character that lets you play the game the way you want to play it. To be really aggressive, to really mix people up.
Round 2. Fight.
Honestly, she seems more fitting to his style than Chloe ever was. Chloe's just so different compared to Eddie. Wow. While standing 1. Good fake. He's going for... Ooh.
Oh, misses up the elbow is the hardest part
Yeah,
of
that combo was extremely difficult. Damn, it's those.
And you saw he goes for the shotgun there. If they hold back or stay on the ground, it'll reset. It kind of forces them to have to tech roll after the running 2-1.
Yes.
KO.
She has a lot of tricks like that. She has down back. What is it? No, sorry, down 1+2. That one also is really good in that situation, right? They try to get up. And
Yeah, the thing with the elbow though is that if they try to stay down, like they don't move at all, it'll just end up floating them again.
Oh.
So
okay.
it forces them to tech roll.
I see.
JDCR trying to fight back here.
He
Jeonding.
stepped after
He's
the
on
counter.
yeah.
He's a nut.
Yeah, Jeonding's on set point right now, but JDCR trying to hold on.
Round
Like I said, the infinite stage, like it takes away damage potential, but it's not like it makes Julia significantly worse.
I think that her damage generally is like average to above average most of the
Yeah.
time anyway.
All you're really doing is taking away the wall combo, and I mean, there's certain situations where she's close to the wall, like we saw at the end of the previous game when she got the lunge punch, and because she was near the wall, the forward 4-3 was free.
Nice interrupt. Yes. And a good low. JD's pulling out the lows a little bit. Good block.
Another challenge with the down forward 2, staying alive here.
Final round.
Keep it up. I want to see more. I don't want it to be over here.
Yeah, wins this to stay alive. You know, if he wins it though, we're just probably going right back to Howard to stay. Oh, while standing 4.
Get off.
Mad
Nice
Axe.
break.
Yeah, I feel like we've only seen like 3 throws the whole set.
Yeah, these guys are not about that life. JD has not thrown a single time, I don't think.
He threw once with a regular
Once?
throw
Okay.
to get away from the wall.
Yes, the 2+4
Yeah,
side switch classic.
I think maybe like just trying to weave in a couple of command throws. At
That was
least
a good
force it-
block.
Yeah, good punish.
This is getting really dangerous. He's mixing up the options too after the down forward 2.
Messing
No,
up.
missed.
I feel like so many messed up running
Trade.
2s. Oh, but trades with the running 2 that time. That one wasn't messed up.
Ooh, he had to earn that running 2, by the way. If he had misinput that thing, he was dead 100%. Had to earn that.
Yeah, but it's still really weird. Like I feel like so many execution mistakes with those running 2s today.
It looks like he's got this regular old stick that I know we
Yeah.
see him with.
Yeah, just you know, sometimes
I even recognize the green bolt top he's rocking.
it's
That
just one
top
thing I'm
season.
noticing. Like I'm just seeing so many regular forward 2-4s coming out of him. But you know,
He could be playing a lot of other characters lately. He could be on his like Leroy / Armor King / whoever else.
but you know, Jeonding lost, brings him right back to Geese's house. I think Julie's paying rent here.
She's doing the job, that's for sure. Reforestation. Anyway, all love to all you guys that are watching tonight. I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves as we're nearing the conclusion of this amazing set between Jeonding and JDCR.
Round 1.
JD needs this win just to stay alive.
Yeah, I want JDCR to win 2 more at least.
Down back 2.
Bring it to 6-6. Oh, so much pressure here. Misses the combo though. Ooh, the season 3 change with the wall bounces.
Get flipped on.
Another.
Wow.
He throws out those bow and arrows so fast.
Okay, I think he's starting to get a read on some of it though. So yeah, he's getting a read on the lows a little bit. He's still got to be cautious. Nice, a low of his own.
A low with a different animation too, so it can throw her off. Sometimes you do one low too much. That's potentially, especially at mid-level play, that's one of the weaknesses of Dragon Out. You do that down too much, and people just get used to seeing it. So they just start reacting to it because you don't do anything else.
You just always, when I'm in the right range for down 2, this is a pretty good time to down 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those other buttons that have different ranges will make a difference.
2.
Oh, stepped.
Ooh, slapped.
Ouch, that's guaranteed after.
Oh,
He went mid. Mixing it up.
Yeah, so many little mix-ups at a time, too. You saw he got the wall standing 2-1, did the 4-4-3, and then the shotgun got hit as a mid.
Yep, and then he went into the spin.
Roll, yeah.
Yep.
Which is another mix-up.
Punish again, yes. Only small punishes for those, though.
Yeah. But they added up real fast. Now let it go, yep.
Oh, that was the right punish. Very smart. That's a punish back.
Ooh, trades with the rage drive. Okay, JDCR is staying alive here. He's trying to. He's getting a little bit more risky,
like,
I guess.
I guess this feels like what it looks like when JD plays in longer sets, though, right? He kind of figures out, okay, now it's okay for me to do this low. Now it's okay to block a couple of times low, right? And it's kind of working. I'm still scared. Jeonding has been playing amazing.
Jeonding blocked so much right there.
Eat those. Oh, out of range, out of range. No, okay, he's getting called out on those.
Well, finally saw a command throw.
Whoa, he finished that.
Nice duck. The problem with the
Yes!
roll. Oh, nice duck again.
I'm tired of your down forward 2s.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
All right, JD.
See that mix with the down forward 2. Okay, he could go crazy and do a down forward 2-1 or something like that, right? But that's not really like a guaranteed mix. That's kind of one of the loosest mix-ups that he's been using, so I'm happy to see JDCR break those up.
And he's got the forward hop. There is a mid out of the forward hop, that little palm that she can do, but
Yeah,
hasn't
but
been doing it too much.
I'm pretty sure you can block down
You can
back
fuzzy.
2 and just like fuzzy while standing 4 or something like that, and you could get him every time.
He got hit with the second hit of the string, so the rest was guaranteed.
You're gonna eat this damage. Oh my goodness.
Round 2. Fight.
But yeah, good stuff out of JCR. Finally starting to read or react to some of the options. Another wall standing 2.
You can't step that way. Can't step that way against 2. Flip.
Oh, still close enough to get that.
Oh, okay. Good wake up low. That worked out. Damn, he's touching those toes.
Round 3. Fight.
Now Jeonding's got to finally be feeling the pressure a little bit. He had a good lead in the setup until this point.
Nice
Good
block.
block.
Yeah.
He's seeing those.
He's only doing the first hit of the bow and arrow because he's not super
Gotcha.
believing in it. It's another way of trying to train somebody, though. Oh, nice step block.
That's a bounce.
Where's the wall?
Oh, is he gonna get the lead from this?
Oh, 3?
He's gonna
4?
Get 4. Oh my god. And he pre-pressure with the back up
slices.
+2. Of course, he's gonna be scared.
You just do the same move in a combo. It slices, it dices. Another strong round from JDCR. Oh, counter hit,
Big
though.
counter. Oh, let's go. We're going to the wall, my friend.
1, 2.
Taste my mix.
Ooh, Goomba stomped.
Woo,
Hits on the
he's
ground.
Really tasting the mix. Nice block on the bit.
2 throw to
Trade.
switch sides. Get me away from this breakable wall.
Ooh, oh my god, don't get hit by
That's it.
those.
Yeah,
Would you-
I don't
would
want
you
to be here
would
near
you
here
like-
either.
Would you like to try to block JDCR? No, I would not like to try to block. How about you?
Who's gonna duck the throw? Who's gonna be the one that ducks the throw? Oh, elbow though, party crasher.
Nice block.
No fun zone.
No. Final round.
Final round.
Potential final round here.
Nice block.
He's only doing this the first part though.
Yeah. Now okay, he's mixing it all up though.
Jeonding, JDCR maybe has to start trying to low parry.
Oh,
Challenges.
Wow.
Gets
Switch.
away. Gets away.
Oh, he finished that?
Duck.
Switch back? No, cut it out. Stop it. Mid.
This character's so oppressive.
No, that was risky, but he didn't punish.
So that's the 4.
I was so scared. He didn't finish it. Rage drive! That was a good one.
What combo can we do here? Can we kill?
Well, he's gonna get the wall at least. I don't know what he's gonna do after.
No, sidewall splat.
Oh no, the string! But he blocked. It's a mix. It's a mix. It's
What
a mix. Oh,
Why did you? Why didn't you do anything?
oh my God! He blocked.
Oh.
The pressure. The pressure was real, bro. And then he went for the desperation low at the end, and JD was ready. Yes.
Yeah, and that time.
Yes.
And that time he finished the bow and arrow. He was. I don't know if that was desperation or maybe it was partially desperation.
I feel like that was like a, you know, when you get in that scramble, let me just go for my big one, right? And,
Yeah, but he hadn't-
JD recognized that.
He
That
hadn't
was good.
he hadn't finished it for so long, so maybe he was betting on JDCR just trying to swing early or
No,
something.
I feel like that was a scramble. He just did it like, I hope this hits.
Yeah,
And
but
it
I
just
got my
didn't happen.
wish. I got my wish. It is now 6-6. One
Side
game to
switch
go.
Nice, wow. Okay, he's starting to see that mid there on his spin too.
Yep. Oh,
Hop.
challenges with the hop kick.
Eat it. This is gonna be so much carry. Oh my goodness.
I think it's just gonna be just short of the wall here. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a long carry.
Nice
Wow,
low
he
parry.
saw that string?
Yep. There's only one option out of that string.
Oh, okay, I see. Bro, that's the. I think
But it's
that, like,
hard.
the first time he
Yeah,
did that.
yeah. It feels like it was the first time he
Yeah,
went for that.
bro, I can't believe he saw that.
Nice
Oh,
walk.
he's
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Bro, how did he know? Oh, because you can only do it after the rage drive,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. And it's unbreakable if he gets it. So yeah, the only
So he
option
has
is to
to
jump.
jump out.
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Bow and arrow.
Nice low. Nice block. All right. Close even after that.
Running
Ooh,
slide.
Yes.
Yeah. Can't.
Check duck. A little check duck there. People are loving this in the background.
Yeah, Joe on the side is just like, this character's so cool.
Mid.
Up against the wall here.
that's-
It's gonna
that's a little
break
combo, that's a
it.
little combo.
Oh my god, this is so cheap. Another one, and an instant running one to take it. All right, Jeonding
He's up
on
2
set
rounds.
point here.
This set is delivered, man.
Yeah.
This has been amazing so far.
I'm just so happy that JDCR came back.
Bro, I would love to see a final round. We'll see if he can pull.
Nice
yes!
duck!
That's how you do it. Yes.
A little too close.
He got pretty good damage for that. That was a bit risky though.
Switches sides.
Oh, now you gotta guess. Oh, thank goodness that he didn't do it low. He didn't finish it again. God, the pressure's so
Yeah,
fast.
just, like you just gotta deal with all of this.
He didn't duck it.
Look at it, he's been on the wall for like 15
Or
seconds.
two,
No,
but
no punish.
No punish. Oh,
Nice.
that was bad. He got his back.
Oh,
but down back one.
Oh, the down back one crushed the jab.
I think he's dead. I think the rage is gonna.
No, no,
he's
he's
living.
living.
He's living. He's living.
Still not dead.
Oh,
double.
tricks.
Double. Yeah, the double down forward 3 takes it. And 7-6, Jeonding takes the set. UYU's Jeonding over JDCR. That